Hi there, and welcome to the video. Now today I'm going to try something a bit different. As some of you might know, especially from my Instagram page, I'm an enormous Elderscrolls fan. I've played Skyrim on basically every console, Oblivion being my favourite of the Elderscrolls series, Morrowind being my first, and I've went back to play the first two. And I've got books and figurines and collector's editions galore, so yeah, it's fair to say that I quite enjoy the Elder Scrolls. One of the things that I enjoy most about the Elder Scrolls is the devastatingly enormous lore and depth to these games. You know, they get criticisms, especially for the more modern games like Skyrim, not being true RPGs and, simple quests, but there's not many games out there where you can find hours and hours of readable content within a game, and that's pretty much what I'm going to bring to you. There might be other pages out there that do this, but frankly I enjoy it so much that I just thought I'd do it myself. So today we're going to start with probably one of my favourite stories in the Elderscrolls series, and that is Olaf and the Dragon, which involves, Olaf, King of Skyrim, who apparently defeats Numenix. So yeah, let's just jump right in, see how we get on. Olaf and the Dragon by Adonanto Liotelli. One of the more colourful legends in Nord folklore is the tale of Olaf One-Eye and Numenix. Long ago, in the First Age, a fearsome dragon named Numenix ravaged the whole of Skyrim. The dreadful drake wiped out entire villages, burned cities and killed countless Nords. It seemed that no power in Tamriel could stop the monster. This was a troubled time in Skyrim's history, for a bitter war of succession raged between the holds. The Jarls might have been able to conquer the beast if they had worked together, but trust was in desperately short supply. A skillful warrior named Olaf came forward and promised to defeat the beast. In some accounts, he is the Jarl of Whiterun. In other versions of the legend, Olaf promises the people of Whiterun that he will capture the monster if they name him Jarl. At any rate, Olaf ventures forth with a handful of his most trusted warriors and seeks the beast out, eventually finding Numenix in his lair atop Mount Ather. Needless to say, it's an epic battle. First, Olaf comes at the dragon with his axe and his shield. Some variants of the legend say that Olaf and the beast battled with blade and claw for days, but were too evenly matched for either to gain an advantage. Most accounts hold that Olaf, perhaps frustrated that his weapons are completely ineffective against the dragon, finally casts them aside, giving voice to the rage that has been building within him. Olaf unleashes a terrible shout. Here again the stories diverge. Many accounts hold that Olaf did not realise he possessed the power of the dragon's speech, while others suggest that he had long possessed this gift but wished to test himself against the dragon in martial combat first. Virtually all variations of the legend, however, agree on what happened next. Using his awesome powers of the dragon language, Numenix and Olaf engage in an epic shouting duel above Mount Ather. So forceful are their words that they are said to shatter stone and split the sky. Finally, Numenix collapses from the combination of injury and sheer exhaustion. Somehow, and this detail is conspicuously absent in virtually every account, Olaf manages to convey the dragon all the way back to the capital of Whiterun. The people of Whiterun are suitably impressed with Olaf's hostage. They build a huge stone holding cell at the rear of the palace, which they name Dragon's Reach. This enormous cell serves as Numenix's prison until his death. Olaf himself eventually becomes the High King of Skyrim, putting an end to the War of Succession. Presumably, his great deed made him the only leader upon whom all the people could agree, so that the land would once again have peace. As a visitor to Skyrim, I find this tale both fascinating and highly entertaining. It is one of the most celebrated legends of Nords, and one can easily understand why. It is a story of surpassing heroism, in which a resourceful and worthy Nord does battle with a truly terrifying adversary and emerges victorious by yelling to him into submission. The only way in which this could have been even more of a Nordic tale would be if Olaf beat Numinex in a drinking contest. The legend is not without its doubters, however. The bard, Vaknir, who lived during Olaf's reign, wrote and performed an alternative verse that challenged Olaf's version of events. Enraged, the High King threw the rebellious bard in prison and destroyed all written copies of this verse. I admit, I am immensely curious to know what assertions Vaknir made about Olaf really defeating Numinex. There are few ancient bard texts that provide one possible answer. These tombs suggest that Numinex was particularly foul-tempered because he was extremely old. In these accounts, the dragon spends his final years terrorising the countryside before flying off to the top of Mount Athor to die in peace. When Olaf finds Numinex, the dragon is too weak to defend himself. Olaf and his men capture the beast without effort, but decide to take advantage of the situation by fabricating a heroic tale. It is worth noting that all of Olaf's warriors who were said to witness the shout duel went on to become wealthy leaders during Olaf's reign as High King. However, it is equally likely that Svagnir had some grudge against Olaf, and his scandalous verse was an attempt to damage the High King's reputation. Alas, we will never know. I'll leave you now, good reader, with the gentle reminder: a good historian must remain impartial, and consider all points of view. Time has a way of distorting our record of events, so the closer you can get to the original sources, the better. Well, I do hope you enjoyed that. That's one of my favourite stories that you can find inside the Elderscrolls games. I particularly like the last few lines, last few verses. A good historian must remain impartial and consider all points of view. Time has a way of distorting our records of events, so the closer you can get to the original sources, the better. I mean, as a history student at university, going into my final year, I can't relate to that enough. I mean, history is basically opinions and tales and legends all mixed up together with biased opinions and whoever's victorious in battlefields, so piecing a jigsaw puzzle together one piece at a time by remaining impartial, I think is just very important, and I love that that's something that you find in a book in an Elderscrolls game. So yeah, if you'd like to hear any more of these stories, just let me know. Any feedback, any advice would also be appreciated. And yeah, if you could like or subscribe to my channel. I do unboxing videos, and I do review videos and gameplay videos, and if this takes off, then I'll continue doing this as well. So yeah, thank you.